Matter of fact, the jigs that you will see, right, that you do see, they see up in society and sort, they actually they ought to be joining the elites, the Illuminati. And matter of fact, it have one we call like Jacona. He was even joining to be what they call a Hindu. So he bowing on to Hindu idols, doing the prayers and whatnot. I have a neighbor by one of the house up in the country, up in Valencia side there, and so that's something I just say I will go and borrow a hammer from him. I went across and what I saw in his gallery, which is a Jake, what I saw in his gallery area or his porch, all the Hindu idols. I was like, what are you doing there? He said, I'm a Hindu. You know what I mean? So it have Jakes actually being persuaded to do the same thing likewise to worship these wood and stone on the island here. And yet still they can't seem to realize that we all under a curse. And we under, so I say, we the lowest in this society. That's what I mean. He shall lead to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. We don't lend to them, they will lend to us. You say, he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. And that is prophecy. So that way they say, matter of fact, we'll see if I can get that, so I can get this precept up. Oh. This is second Esdras. That was the scripture was to talk about knowing the time. It's high time to wake out of sleep. Let's get that second Esdras. Alright. Second Esdras 9, right? You say, he answered me then and said, measure down the time diligently. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to measure the time. Know what time you're really in, because you say, I know the time, know it's high time, wake out of sleep. You say, measure out the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the science pass, which I have told you thee before. You know what I mean? Which I had told you before, because these scrolls in the King James Version, you know what I mean, 1611, these scrolls were written way before we came on the scene. On the regeneration, the year we were there, but as I say, coming back, there's no remembrance of former things. And we won't come back into this world. This will here long before us. Alright? Will here long before us. That's what I mean by also measuring the time. Even Yahweh Shai, he said the same thing too in this scripture in Matthew and Mark. You know, Mark, let's see if we get this. Mark 13, 33. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, also verse 31, right? Matter of fact, verse 30. He said, verily I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. So there's a lot of things to be done, which is signs. You say, heaven and earth will pass away, but my word shall not pass, because these short things. That's why he always make sure and say, like, verily, verily, which is surely, surely I say unto you. Say, verse 32, he say, but of the day and that hour knoweth no man. No man. I mean, so like this Jehovah Witness guy, gosh, what's his name again? We need a document here. But he became like a madman because he actually said that the world was going to end. He was one of the founders of it, not Charles Tez Russell. Um, uh, I think one also along with him before him or something like that. You know what I mean? But anyhow, you see of that time and of that hour, no man. You say, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the son. The angels don't know, which are in heaven, which are amongst them. He said, neither the son, which sitting next to the Father. He said, but the Father, which is only the Most High alone, will know. He said, take heed, and watch, for ye know not when the time is. That time is. You know what I mean? He said, watch, for you don't know when the time is. And when you go and look into that, or he say, watch, and you don't know what the time is. That's like what Yahweh told his disciples. When he actually, after he rose from the dead, he let's see, verse 6, Acts 1, verse 6. Yeah, he rose from the dead now. You say, and they went, therefore, you say, and when they were therefore were come together, they asked him, saying, Lord, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? They were looking at restitution, because they saw him rose from the dead. You know what I mean? 40 days he was seen, and they say, okay, well, that's the time. Israel going to be restored back to its original estate, or back into rulership, as to say all the prophecies. But there were a lot still that had to be prophesied. Not all things had been probably well fulfilled. All right. Yeah. You say, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the time or the season, the appointed time, the exact day, hour. You know what I mean? Like how we know that the appointed time for Purim and for Passover, we celebrated Purim there. Alright? We just celebrated last night into today. Alright, it was a beautiful thing. Also we keep it as a Shabbat too, because how the Sabbath fell with the new moon. We can also follow it along that way too. So that is appointed season. So you know that, like, basically when it come around each year, that is a season appointed time. So you say of the times and the seasons, you say, which if I read that over again, he said, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father had put in his power. So you know the Father have that in his power. You know what I mean? So that's why you see when you come back to what he was saying in Mark, you say, but of the day and of the hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. He said, take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. He said, for the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, which is to go out and do the Most High work out of the streets, wake up the elect, has been taught by our elders, the way of Great Millstone. I mean, we even had our brother down here, Bakar. He sees nothing to it, you know what I mean? He had us out to the streets. They're pushing that word. And he taught us, you know what I mean? Like when you teach a child to walk, he taught us. So now it had 3 groups on the island here that bangs real hard. You say, and every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. So we pay attention to news, we pay attention